I'm mid-bite.
All right,
You want me to say...
I'll say it. How do you drown in a 3.5 foot pool? It was a jacuzzi one.
It was a hot tub.
Same thing. I think I heard from my coworkers that he was drugged out of his brain. So he was like he addicted or whatever.
Okay, this is what I wanted you to look up.
What do you want me to look up?
Look up how many times he went to rehab. Because I think I saw 18 times or something.
Like,
He had an opioid addiction. And I thought I saw the number 18 times in rehab.
like consecutive, or you mean like?
Like he just got... No, every time I got reinstated.
Okay. Yeah. How many times do you go to rehab?
And you know how I found this out? I looked up how did Matthew Perry die. CNN article comes up.
15.
15, bro? That's numbers. He put up numbers, dude.
What is it?
You think he had any friends in there?
He says right here that he attended 6,000 Alcoholic Anonymous meetings.
That is insane.
How do you even do that? That's like, I'm not good at math. Like what? 3 times a day for a year?
Wait, no, think about this. Was it 10,000 hours to be a professional? Those meetings are now in Hawaii. He's a professional alcoholic, dude. He's anonymous. I'm not trying to put smut on the man's name. It was it's tragic.
Yeah, don't ever start drinking. End up like Matthew Perry.
He was an opioid.
It says Alcoholics Anonymous. Is that not the same?
You can go for whatever. You can go for looking at a kid, I think. But then I'll let you stay.
Sign me up. Perry wrote of the loneliness he experienced during his cycles of substance abuse and recovery and worked hard to help others doing the same. Well, he worked hard in that hot tub.
So,
No, he worked hard doing pickleball in the morning. I read that. I was like, that's a good that's a good day. 2 hours of pickleball in the morning?
wait, for real? The last thing he did before he died was play pickleball?
Yeah. Because your wife sent that article.
I didn't read it.
I read like a little bit of, it's TMZ,
Well,
take it with a grain of salt.
the news article that I read about him dying was CNN, and they said he was it was like one paragraph was saying how he died, the next paragraph was saying he did an awesome job on Friends, and then the next paragraph was just went to rehab 15 times, and it talked about mad addicted to opioids. I was like, dude, you guys could have saved that for like the 7th paragraph or something. He did other stuff. He played pickleball.
I don't even know what he did other than Friends. Like, I was just...
Look it up. He was in a lot of movies.
So hold on, I'm going to read this. It says, we're told Matthew came home sometime in the AM after a 2-hour round of pickleball.
Oh.
And then, it says he sent his assistant out on an errand run shortly after he got home. We're told when the assistant returned about 2 hours later, he discovered Matthew unresponsive.
Bro, that assistant sounds sus. Doesn't she?
You think it's murder?
That's super sus. She leaves for the exact amount of time he dies?
Does it take 2 hours to OD?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, they said he drowned.
How do you drown? Like, you know how much willpower it takes to drown yourself?
Well, he could have passed out. He didn't have to... he didn't have to hold his base underwater.
I'm looking up what he's been in. Okay. He was in Friends.
He was in 17 again.
It was a good movie. I've never seen that, actually. That's the only one I recognize on this list, though.
What else?
Fools Rush In, The Ron Clark Story, The Whole 9 Yards. Actually, I heard that.
All right, skip these.
I don't know what these are.
Look for something we know.
Never heard of these.
Man, he was in...
Don't Look Up. That was recent.
What's that? Birds America.
Birds.
That kind of looks good.
Man, he was a good looking guy like the first 3 seasons of Friends.
Yeah, he was good looking, but...
What do you think, Joey was hotter?
But 15 sessions did not do him well.
Matthew Perry, Friends.
I think Joey is not hot at all.
He was good looking in the first season.
But then after that,
And they cut his hair.
turtle, dude. He looks like a human turtle.
I wonder how Janice is feeling about the whole debacle.
Who's that? Is that the one that is stalking him?
It's his ex or whatever that he always like finds in the later seasons.
And he ends up with Monica, right?
Yes, bro.
Sorry to spoil.
How long has it been since you watched Friends?
I don't watch that show that much.
Yeah, I just watched it through once.
I was like,
It was kind of chore to get through it. Through season 9, it's pretty much a chore.
yeah, they probably could have done a good 6 seasons, but there was definitely 3 filler seasons.
I agree. But, yeah, I mean, they put the 2 hottest people together in the show, which, you know, I'm down for.
I thought it was stupid that whatever his name is, Ron or whatever his name was.
What are you talking about?
The tall guy?
With the mustache?
No, the guy that talks weird and that ends up with Jennifer Aniston. I thought it was stupid.
David Schwimmer?
Yeah, I thought it was stupid that they didn't explore his paleontology any. Like they brought it up a couple times, but you know how many good episodes you could have talking about dinosaurs?
Okay, this is the 15-year-old nerd Shane coming out. Like,
I like dinosaurs.
what's the deal with Crocs?
They're like dinosaurs.
No, that was
They just gave him a cool job and they never mentioned it. It's not that cool, bro. A paleontologist? Digging up dinosaurs?
What, you want to spend your life in the dirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine if the dirt gave you money.
Go play outside. Touch grass, bro. Ross was touching grass.
How you find what's a better profession?
Literally anything else.
Name one.
All right, let me think. Civil engineer?
No.
No.
I mean, it's good, but I would much rather dig up dinosaurs.
Average civil
Do not look up my salary.
engineer salary.
Did not look that up.
Yo! Getting paid that much?
Yeah, about that.
No.
What, dude?
I can tell you're lying.
I'm not lying,
You're
dude.
getting paid more.
It starts with 3 digits and ends with a K.
3 digits?
Yeah, dude.
No, you don't have a degree, dude.
10.5 thousand.
Got the Dewey Decimal System in there. Oh, man. Okay, what we got to talk about today besides Matthew Perry?
Tell me, what's on the list, bro?
You want me to read your little note here?
No, show me the notes.
Okay, here you go. You put in a link.
The link? Let's click the link. I forgot what it was. This is
Rockville Audio.
This is bombing hard. No, this is just our studio equipment, dude.
Oh, well.
Stop looking at this.
All right, we need more Patreon subscribers for that.
So this is a good time to insert now. If you guys want to subscribe to our Patreon, it's only $1 a month. You get to ask us questions whenever you'd like. These questions can be obviously whatever you want to ask us, and we have to answer them on the podcast. You can go to patreon.com/honesthokies, and you can see our exclusive content there, and come check us out.
And that was a good ad read.
That's
a great ad.
I'm new to this, but we really want a sponsorship from 4 Hymns. So 4 Hymns, here's this.
Shane really wants a sponsorship from 4
I need some free.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that because he said that was a horrible idea.
Which one? Yeah, that was horrible. I would not tell them.
Okay, you mean me to read this?
Okay, no, okay.
All right, go ahead.
So I spent my week. You know what? I decided I was tired of hearing all this stupid comedy stuff. Let me dig into the past.
Okay.
So I was listening to some history stuff this week, random stuff. Dude, nobody knows, but Van Gogh, the painter, Vincent van Gogh.
Uh-huh.
That's how you say his name in Dutch, because he's from the Netherlands. Is a G, dude. This man was mentally ill. Homie painted 4,500 pictures or paintings, like legit paintings, the ones that are in museums.
Wait, how many?
4,500 in 9 years. Usually they're pumping out like 3 paintings a year or something.
Dude is just painting.
He was crazy, dude. He was okay. So he wanted to paint so much. This kind of gets into his later life, but he got to be a little bit of a pervert late in life, and he wanted to paint a lot of naked ladies.
Oh yeah.
But he couldn't.
Doesn't?
He couldn't afford them, so he just painted a lot of portraits. Like
himself?
Well, he did that too. he painted a lot of his face because he couldn't afford anybody, so he would just look in a mirror, and that's why
No, like nude portraits of himself.
Yeah,
He did?
well, he did tons of portraits of himself. He never has the same color eyes because he was imagining he was somebody else every time
Okay.
because he couldn't afford it.
Well, was he, like, pretty gracious to himself, like, nude portrait-wise? Or, like, have you looked this up?
No, he didn't do himself nude.
Oh, wow.
He did other people nude, but he couldn't afford them a lot of times, so he would just do, like, their face.
Okay.
And he would just, probably he wasn't thinking about just the face. But that's all he could paint,
Sure.
So, first of all,
So, wait, what, like, is it, like, what's the ratio of, like, portraits compared to, like, just, like,
I have no idea.
you know? Okay.
He definitely did more landscapes, but
Sure. Let me look up some Van Gogh paintings.
dude, his stuff is so clean. I didn't realize how everybody always talks about the Starry Night and all these portraits or whatever. No, dude, this guy's got bomb art.
I've seen it.
He paints in like every style. He did Japanese art for like a while. He moved to Paris and he recreated like a lot of styles that he saw. He usually
Potato eaters?
Yeah, these people are funny. The potato eaters, if you zoom in on them, you kind of look at their features are like bubbly kind of.
Yeah, I see.
And he painted them to look like potatoes because whenever he was alive, there was a kind of a philosophy going around that like phraneology or something. Where
Phraneology?
Well, it believed that
Grandmaology?
it believed that whatever your attributes of your physical body was how you were going to be. So that's where they got scalp reading. It kind of like palm reading, but for your head. And it basically just like the way that you are built.
Like count your wrinkles on your head or something?
Yeah, the way that you're built is how you are meant to like live your life. So if he painted potato eaters, he would make them look like potatoes. This one's bomb. I want that one.
Skull of a skeleton with burning cigarette.
So he painted that one. He was like, he was depressed towards the end of his life. But
I could tell.
He said he was smoking so that he would die quicker, and that was his like.
Yo.
It's good though. I like.
Baller.
I know but he started his life. His dad was actually like a preacher or whatever of some Catholic church,
Okay.
and so he started pretty like
Lying cow.
like he was like pretty Christian or whatever. Like he grew up PK, preacher kid.
Pretty Catholic.
Yeah, pretty Catholic. And then after that, he, what was next? Oh yeah, he sees this girl. Okay,
Wait.
that I'm being very literal.
Explain.
He sees.
What do you mean by seized?
He sees a girl.
Oh, sees a girl.
Yeah, sees a girl.
Oh, you said seized.
No,
I was like,
he seized her with like mind.
captured her.
He captured her with his mind. So he saw this girl, and he was like, "I love her."
Okay.
He didn't talk to her. He just goes, "I."
Dude, that's mental instability.
Yeah, but he goes,
Fine.
He goes, "I love her," and he doesn't say anything to her for a year. But it's just like the whole time is just pent up, living in the same village. He's just passing by her every day, like howdy day, I love you, but doesn't say it. And so finally, after a year, homie finally goes, "I love you." He just like basically screams at her, "I love you," and she's like, "I've been secretly engaged for like a year," and he just rips him apart. He's like,
I've been secretly engaged.
Yeah, like she didn't tell everybody in town because I mean, in the little towns that he was growing up in, everybody knew.
Okay.
And he just like at that point, he does the most gangster move ever and goes, "I give up women. I'm going to God," and it tries to become a monk. He's like, and he did.
It's the 180, bro.
He just goes. He goes, "I'm fully for God now," and just starts going crazy for the Bible. He goes so hard that he translates the Bible into 4 different languages in like 2 months. Or something. So he's just hard. He learns French, German, Dutch, and English, and just starts writing the word, bro. And then he sees a widow, and he's like, "Ooh, I like these older widows." And then so he starts, thinking about this widow. And then at that time, the Frank or whatever, the head monk, I don't know how that works.
Mr. Monk.
The top monk,
PhD monk.
top bunk monk he's like, "You're not working out well here.
We're not holy enough.
We can tell
You're talking too much.
We can tell you've got mental problems." And then so at that time he's like, freak it. I'm not gonna be a monk. I'm gonna chase after this other girl.
This widow.
And so he decides, okay, I love this girl. I love this widow. And he starts to, talk to her. And she's like, I'm not interested. She goes, no, never. I'm not going to be with you.
Oh, wait. How old is he at this point?
Oh, I think he died at like 39 or something.
What?
Yeah, look it up. He's pretty.
Well, I have it right here.
I'm talking about like, he's probably around 18 or something. 18.
July 27th.
1890. And he was born when?
1853.
Yeah, do the math. 7 plus
Yeah, you do that. I'm not good at math.
47? No.
37 years old.
I was almost right. So he's only 37.
So wait, this widow's probably like what, 70?
Oh, no, not that old. But she was definitely older.
Yeah.
And he goes, I love you. And she goes, no, I'm not having it.
No, you're a redhead.
Yeah. And I think at that time, the town already knew this guy was crazy. So everybody's keeping his distance.
Okay.
And he goes, no, I freaking love you. And so one day he just barges into her house. And she's still living with her family because that's kind of like how it works back then.
Mm-hmm.
And her parents are like, she's not here. She's not here. And he's like, she's here. And he sees a candle. And he just goes, holds his hand over the candle, like burning his hand. He's like, I won't move my hand until I see her. And her dad just walks over and goes, and he's like, leave. And then,
How did that, is this fact? Like,
what? No.
How do you know this?
Oh, because he wrote notes like crazy. He has like hundreds or maybe even thousands of notes where he like journaled his life.
Okay.
And he's just like, the whole time he's just being sad. He's writing bad poetry. And he wrote like
sad.
long notes, like super detailed.
Okay.
So he's going freaky with paintings and notes. And so I guess, maybe there's a point made. Maybe he just made it all up. But
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like an art.
The way this stuff happens, it sounds pretty real because people are just, they're just not knocking him off left and right.
Dude.
And so he goes from widow, okay, and he loves her and everything, but then after that, he's completely broken up. And then a week or 2 weeks later, he's like, I love this girl. And this time, it's a prostitute.
No, he's just normal. He's just getting more and more desperate. That's just the way of life.
That's the natural.
That's the natural male.
That's our name. That's our north arrow, though. We just keep walking.
You keep degrading yourself.
So he gets done with the widow.
So
he gets with the prostitute.
He gets what's the problem? Surely prostitute's like fine, because it's a prostitute.
Yes. So finally, stuff starts to work out, and he talks to the prostitute, and he I think they have a kid or two or something.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care that much about him.
Yeah.
But at this point, his brother Teo. Teo.
Pronounced Teo.
Yeah, it's pronounced Teo. He has actually this whole time, Mango hasn't had a job. He's been sending his brother money the whole time, and it turns out for his whole life, his brother paid him because he never sold any of his art, or he only sold like 1 or 2 paintings for about that much. His brother is a good PK. He's basically married. I think he might end up marrying the prostitute, and he's like, you gotta leave. I'm gonna stop sending you money if you're married to a prostitute. Yeah. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then his brother's like, for real, I'm going to cut the money off. And he's like, all right, fine.
I'm not playing.
And so he leaves, and that's when he starts painting a lot, and he kind of gets into. But then after that, he's just doing perversion a lot. He's doing a lot of just trying to paint.
He becomes a prostitute?
No, he's just trying to paint naked. He's trying to do brothel.
Okay.
He's trying to.
Well, he's down there, and the next woman he's going for is a.
Oh, I think there's. Wait, go to her. Was she the widow or the prostitute?
Who?
Go down to that woman. That's the widow. Look, and he liked these dark looking women. These like just
dark, like
scalp.
scary looking.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, you didn't even get to the climax of how he died.
Go to my notes.
Okay.
Because there's some couple things I wanted to remember.
Like this.
Oh yeah, dude. So he went from widows to prostitutes. So clearly, he liked that murdered. Okay. No,
Wait, the murdered.
that dead, that widow dead, and prostitute dead. No, then
He's going to inmates next.
he switched. No, dude.
He
So,
turned gay?
no, I don't think he ever did gay. Actually, I looked at it.
Crazy.
I didn't see a lot of gay, but go down.
That's as far as it goes.
Oh shoot. But anyways, I mean, at that point, it really is. He just gets into a lot of perversion. He moves to like a new city every 3 months. He's going all around Paris, and every city he goes to, he basically gets known as the weird guy.
Uh-huh.
Like, stay away from Vincent. And he like was always in brothels. He was always drinking a lot. So he started painting a lot of his favorite drinks. He's like, I like this one. I think it was
I like this liquid death. I'm gonna paint this.
Dude, if he was you, he would paint the crap out of it like that. But so finally,
He decides to.
well. How does he do it? I think
6-shooter.
I think he gets in some kind of brothel argument, and eventually he gets in like a he probably was putting in ones and taking back ones,
Okay.
He's at the
Cheating.
He was at the local brothel, and so even the prostitutes started not liking him, and so what happened is the whole
So embarrassing.
the whole
Prostitutes don't even like him.
yeah, you're giving them money, and they're giving it back. Who do we know?
Yeah, I get that 6-shooter.
No, so the whole town finally hears about this guy, and they signed a petition to put him in a mental house.
The whole town.
Yeah, they you can, and there's still the letter of it where it says they're asking the mayor or whatever to put him in a mental house, and there's like a bunch of people with their names signed on the petition.
Okay.
And so he goes to a mental house, and he's just kind of chilling. He's just drawing out of his window. He has like hundreds out the same window, but just looking different. And a lot of times he would, there's this one story where he just kicked one of the guards, just kind of for fun, because he was mad that he had to be there, so he just kicks the crap out of a guy.
Okay.
And I think one day he was unsupervised, and and somehow he got a gun. Everybody debates how he got a gun, but the leading theory is that one of the town members knew he wanted to shoot himself, and was like, I just happen to have a musket.
Here's your daily rations. Oh, there's a revolver and the mashed potatoes. Well, how'd that get in there?
Yeah, so somehow he ends up, and then this guy's an idiot, shoots himself in the chest, doesn't go headshot. And so he lives for a while. And his brother, he had enough time for his brother to get there and comfort him.
Yeah, he died 2 days later.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically bleeding out. They're not going to do anything back then if you get shot. But his brother gets there, and his brother dies right after, too, from just being sad. Or I think it was from, pneumonia or something, but basically being sad.
Man, dude.
But this guy was a G. I mean,
yeah.
When he just holds his hand over the fire, he's like, show me her. And then he instantly gives up when
The widow. Bring me the widow.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Wow. Well,
If I could be half the man.
that was quite the history lesson.
I love Van Gogh, dude.
20 minutes on Van Gogh.
I love I was reading all about him.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of podcasts. I don't know. Or not podcast,
We're literally doing one.
but mainly comedy podcast. Seems like, I don't know.
Do you get burnout?
I hear a lot of the same jokes, and
Yeah.
I mean, what's your relationship with? Do you listen to just music, or?
I listen to podcasts mainly during work.
But I mean, how many can you get? All right, a day. Probably 7.
3. 7. Yeah, I'll change it up. I'll go from philosophy to news to comedy.
What do you
That's
listen for? Oh, you listen to Shapiro?
Yeah, I listen to Shapiro for news, and then Jordan Peterson for some philosophy.
And what else?
I'll listen to Think Deeper podcast.
Think Deeper?
Think Deeper.
What do they talk about?
It's by Focus Press. They're it's biblical things. They've had some pretty banging episodes recently, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get more into some learning stuff, because
You listen on YouTube?
yeah, I listen to a couple podcasts, and they always are talking about
Yeah.
always talking about poop.
I mean, it always gets me laughing, but it's like, how much poop can you take?
I mean, I heard somebody refer to diarrhea as a shrimp basket the other day. That was kind of funny.
Like fried or grilled?
So, you know, when you got the fried shrimp basket and it's just a little...
Dude, speaking of diarrhea. Oh, wait. We talking about poop now?
How'd this happen? I mean, what happened?
Fogo de chao happened.
Ooh.
To my bowels, dude.
What is fogo de chao?
It's just endless meat Brazilian steakhouse.
What kind of meats did you have? What kind of select kind?
I mean, I've tried everything, but the main reason I go is for the top sirloin. Or bottom. Doesn't matter.
And how does it make you feel when somebody gives you a bad slice?
There's no such thing.
Exactly. Every time they cut that, it's just nice.
Yeah, they've had new stuff on their menu, like meatballs. They didn't have that last time. But they also got rid of Parmesan what?
Meatball?
No. It was goat. It was pretty good. But they got rid of like the apple like salad that I like, which I was really disappointed.
You're mad about the apple
Still
salad?
got fried cheese though. That's fire.
Cheese and honey?
But yeah, my body did not like it. It was rough.
I felt bad. Why do you keep pulling up the studio equipment?
I'm looking through my tabs.
Looking through my
tabs.
Oh, okay.
I was going back to the notes actually.
Like, this is the kind of stuff that makes me mad. I'm listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, and he's got his guest, Graham Hancock, and he goes, these exclusive religious ideas that compel people to behave in obnoxious ways towards each other. And he basically is just, he's doing a little, everybody has their opinion or whatever. He's just doing a nice little hate on Christianity. It's like, whatever, dude. Get it out.
About Israel?
No, he's talking about, at that point, they're talking about if the world is, because the new theory about there is a,
No.
The younger dryad theory is basically that.
The younger what?
The younger dryad theory is basically there's a lot of evidence for so-called humans before, like the current theory is that humans are only like 7,000 years old or something, like not Neanderthals.
Let me just read this. Is this it? Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. The hypothesis of the younger dryas theory proposes that the airburst or impact of a comet roughly 12,850 years ago caused the ensuing 1,200-year-long younger dryas cool period and contributed to the extinction of the, what is that?
I don't know.
Plasticine,
So talking about mammoths.
and the disappearance of the something Indian culture. Well, if you want to talk about disappearance of Indian culture, kidding.
Bro, I thought we were busting.
Mammoths? I didn't read mammoths.
Megafauna is like all of the big like dinosaurs and other things that you think of when you think of Ice Age.
Okay, so they're
Or
talking about the comet that quote unquote killed the dinosaur.
No. Okay, so
I don't know anything about this.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. The theory that it's been is they say, okay, dinosaurs were around 23 million years ago, and then a comet hit them, boom, almost everything's dead, and then somewhere in there was apes, and then there was Neanderthals, and then they said, or the case has always been that the humans were alive for like 7,000 years ago, for whatever that's worth. Whatever. Okay, well now they're finding evidence of humans supposedly hundreds of thousands of years ago or something. So it doesn't make sense. Like it, because the classic theory is monkeys were at 100,000 years and humans were at 7,000. But now it looks like people are like sawing stuff with tools and they're writing stuff 100,000 years ago. And then they're like, how is this possible? And so this theory is saying that another meteor came at like, that was not as big. That was like 12,000 years ago. And it basically screwed up the climate so bad that all the humans died off. But the reason why people think this is interesting is because maybe it explains how they built the pyramids. If there was a super sophisticated society that built this stuff, got wiped out, left all the sphinx and pyramids and stuff like that, and then it came to us. But obviously,
Yeah,
we're just getting stupider. Like, I mean,
they'll make up anything.
like the mentally disabled Van Gogh still knew 4 languages. Like, I mean, it's just
Okay.
I'm just saying people are obviously getting stupider. Like, you look around, they're like, we couldn't build the pyramids today. Yeah, because we're idiots. Like, we have the attention span of a fly. We're all glued to these phones and can't, like, think for ourselves. Like, we have the benefit of having a lot of information now, but back then, they were actually able to use it. I mean, obviously, they're smart people or whatever, but my belief is that people are just getting stupider. Like, it seems pretty evident to me that since the dawn of creation, things have been declining. Anyways, that's the Younger Dryas theory. That was a long tangent for... Anyways, if you go to the notes, the dude was basically, he's hating on religion. And then they start talking about Hamas and World War III. And there's like, I'm just so scared of a full-scale nuclear war. And then they just kind of have like a moment of silence. And then like Graham Hancock goes, God help us. And I was like, I don't understand how like one sentence away, you're like, I hate all these exclusive religious ideas. And then you use like a flippant statement like God help us, because it's obviously the only answer. Like if you're looking at this Israel Hamas stuff and all the things that are going on in the world and clearly this world is messed up. Like obviously.
Sure.
And there's a lot of things to be anxious about. Like you can be anxious about war or depression or whatever you have, or you could just have Vincent van Gogh and you just are good at painting, but you also have a lot of problems, you know? And I don't know. It made me mad that he said, does that make any sense?
The last part, yeah. This part.
Yeah.
The God help us part.
I was like, I was like, why would you say that if you're gonna?
He could have just been referring to, his God or whatever. People
No, he's stark atheist. It's a flippant statement that people throw out and they'll just say God help us. And it's like, but you also just hate on people by saying these exclusive religious ideas. Like, I don't know, maybe that's a little too nitpicky and I need to just chill out.
No, you kind of went out of tangent.
I'm kind of amped right now because we just worked out, dude. I probably did like 200 pounds or something.
Yeah. You wish.
I did not do anything near what you did.
Right.
But
it counts good for you.
Yeah.
Every man should work out.
With your donation to Patreon, I'm going to take that dollar and I'm going to try my best to use it for workout related things. Because I'm going to get big.
Yeah, we're going to use it to buy some test, some drugs. What I'm saying. I'm kidding. We're using it to get Shane a gym membership. We just need like 34 subscribers.
I mean,
that sounds about right.
We're not far away. 34 subscribers. You guys can do it.
Yeah, we already have like 100.
If you hear this podcast and then share it to another friend and they hear it, I will personally call everybody's that shared their mother and thank them. I'll call the hotline.
Hey, if they're a widow,
I'll call
bonus points if they're a widow. And if they're not home, light that candle, you know what I'm saying?
Light that candle, dude. Show me your moms.
Show me your moms. Man, that sucks though. Vincent Van Gogh killed himself, man. He pulled a Matthew Perry.
I don't think Matthew Perry killed himself.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, technically he killed himself if he overdosed. Even though you didn't kill yourself, but you did kill yourself.
It's
unintentional suicide. Yeah, why are we trying to bring smut to... He was funny, dude. I like
smut.
Yeah,
do you know what smut is?
Bring smite to his name?
You said smut.
Well, I know what smut is, but what do you say when you bring in somebody's name?
I don't know. Dogging on somebody?
I'm not trying to dog him down.
Oh. I don't remember what.
Smut is for some nice literature.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. All right. Well, what else? What else we got Halloween tomorrow. You excited?
It's spooky season, dude.
No, spooky season's almost over.
Spooky season. Your shirt's kind of spooky.
It's just because it's orange.
It's just got one orange line on it. I don't know. It feels kind of spooky. Yeah. I'm not gonna be anything for Halloween.
Yeah, I don't dress up.
I think I was something last year. I don't think I were. Yeah.
Who did you dress up at?
I think last year I was Steve.
Steve.
Wasn't that last year?
Steve who? Irwin?
from Stranger Things.
Oh, no, that was...
That was 2 years.
Oh, that might have been last year.
I don't know.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you were Steve and Grace was Nancy.
Yeah.
That's a good couple's costume. I just do. No, I don't dress up anymore.
So I have some friends, and they might listen to this. But tell me how you feel about this. They're like 18, like definitely 18.
Okay. Do I
It's people. Oh yeah, Sneaky. Okay. Let's go Sneaky.
Shout out Sneaky.
Shout out Sneaky. But they're like hardcore running trick or treating. Like they're gonna hit up the block. They said they did it last year, and they were still like 18 basically.
Okay.
But they got mad candy. And listen, dude, if I'm looking at the loot, I might consider.
Is it good? I mean, like
They get good loot. They don't.
not like
Oh yeah, because they go to Nick's neighborhood.
Smarties.
They go to Nick's neighborhood, which is a legit full size neighborhood.
Okay.
Which I would probably dress up to go hit a full size neighborhood.
Okay.
Cake size, big bar, $1 million grand instead of 10,000.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Bit o' honey.
Almond. Whoa.
Well, I was gonna be like, that's kind of weird. You're trick or treating and you're 18, but I guess 18 might be 19 might be the cutoff. So
No.
this will be your last year, guys.
I think you could.
Until I start flaming y'all.
What about a 27-year-old?
Who in the world is 27 and going?
That'd be
Trick or treating.
Who? Do you know somebody? No, I don't.
Okay, I was like, that's a really specific age.
Well, I think I don't know if I have some friends that might be like 22 and going. That's kind of clean though. Just living in your childish spirit.
If you're autistic, you can go after 18.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you get the pass.
If you got the syndrome, you can go.
Yeah.
You can go for a while.
If you got a little tism, you.
I mean, you're invincible if you got the tism. You can go whenever you want.
Sure. Yeah.
You can go 53.
Trick or treat.
People will give
You can go trick or treating in July if you got the tism.
Oh yeah.
People.
They'll find. I didn't even think about that. If you have the tism, any day can be Halloween.
Yeah.
You can knock on a door,
Ask for some candy.
trick or treat. They have to find you something.
Sure.
Imagine saying no.
Or they'll call the police. Be like, "Where's this guy's parents?" No, I bought candy for the first time this year in case any kids decide to show up.
Has anybody?
Well,
knocked
my
at the
old
apartment.
My old place did. They had kids, and but I wasn't home, so I didn't have to give it out. But
And you bought.
I bought the good stuff, dude.
No, dude, you bought Skittles.
Dude, this is the good. What are you talking about?
Who buys Skittles?
Are you kidding me?
If I got Skittles,
tasted the rainbow?
no.
Okay, well then you need to try some.
I'm a chocolate guy. Twix, Snickers, Reese's.
Well, I'm just thinking about I bought stuff that I would eat.
Now, what's that Lifesaver?
Yeah, Lifesaver gummies.
What is that though? Is it like the round ones?
They're big. It's just big.
Okay, I wouldn't be mad. I would be.
Big green gummies, man. And Starburst. So I got the variety pack, which it cost me.
How much money are you shelling out?
For that?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It was a lot of money. Which, if no kids show up, I'm gonna be really depressed.
Do you ever do the? No, you're not, because then you're gonna have a huge bag
I'm
of
not.
Skittles.
None of that, man. I might eat one bag.
Do you ever do the really fat thing of going day after Halloween to the Walmart and collected a bag? Oh,
Clarence candy.
it goes hard. The day. Oh, yeah.
Doing that.
Oh, the day after you can get a huge bag, $5. Yeah,
Save it for next year.
it's like wrapping paper. You just get wrapping paper the day after Christmas, and it's all $1.
Yeah. Or you just buy a costume for $2. Dude, I saw this TikTok today.
But what if I grow?
You know, Spirit Halloween, right?
Yeah.
You know how they're kind of like independently owned, I think, by like people who just want to open them up around the country or whatever. They just kind of pop up, you know?
Yeah, it is weird.
Okay, I saw this TikTok of this guy leaving Spirit Halloween with a costume, and it was the Twin Towers.
Oh no!
It was a mom and dad like costume of the Twin Towers, and the kid's costume was the plane.
No, it wasn't.
I was like, how are you able to sell this, dude? I'm gonna look that up because it was so goofy.
It's gotta be a meme.
I don't know. It looks super real. It's like their packaging and everything.
Wow. I mean, it's kind of a good costume.
Hey, never forget.
I mean, Halloween is very close to
There's like that.
9/11.
Never forget. It's literally called Never Forget. Multiple sizes.
Those are the worst looking buildings ever, though.
Yeah, they look really bad. I mean, it's Spirit Halloween. Come on.
Wow.
Dude, that is so funny.
I don't understand how the buildings, like a lot of times they'll stay closed for like all of the year and then they'll open on Halloween.
Well,
The sign will stay up.
I think they rent out. Well, no, they'll rent out like a Staples or whatever.
This is going to close for a month.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know how that works. They just kind of randomly
I
appear.
have personally seen like a building with the sign on it for like a whole year, and then it's only open for like 2 months, and then it's just closed. Which, how could that make money?
I don't know. They must make a lot of money.
Maybe like fireworks then? Ooh, can make money on fireworks.
Yeah, you open, what, 3 times a year?
Yeah.
4th of July, New Year's, and like...
Oh, yeah, dude. You know what the markup is on fireworks? Did I ever tell you this?
Like 200%.
4,000. Like 4,000%.
4,000%.
Yeah. If you,
I mean, you can do it.
If you get the
People will buy it.
if you get the contacts from China, you know, China.
Yeah.
If you get it,
China.
maybe you have to buy it to get that discount. You have to buy it in shipping containers worth.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Great.
Like the containers, you know, like the 40-foot.
Yeah.
When you fill that up, you get the 4,000% markup. But I mean, just think about that. So if you're selling something
for
$1, it's, I don't know what that math is, but
$1,000.
But divide by 4,000 is how much it costs.
That's, I mean, people who do that make a killing every year. I know that guy we buy from every year. Just, dude, he's raking it in.
Money.
It's crazy. And they're getting rid of like the good fireworks because they're like against regulation or whatever.
Yeah, people are blowing themselves up, and like that's the fireworks' fault.
Yeah.
If we're gonna say it's not the gun's fault, then it's not the fireworks.
Like if we can have a never forget Halloween costume, let's have a exploding firework that 2 inches off the ground. You know what I'm saying? You can do it.
Doesn't that just make you so mad? You hear about all the cool things like your dad did. He's like throwing M80s in toilets and, you know, hidden mailboxes with bats. And what do we do now? We don't do anything that's like, we do cool stuff, but we don't do like,
you'll get the cops calling on you for, you know, farting in the line at the Ross. You know?
Yeah.
You can't have anything.
If you fart on a minority, there's a legitimate chance you could get the cops called.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
People will be like, that's racist or something, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, is it crazy to just want to hit a mailbox off or something? Do some kind of property damage?
I've always wanted to, like, you know, put a bag of poop. Back to poop. Throw a bag of poop on somebody's, you know.
Burning?
Yeah, burning dog poop.
Ooh.
That sounds like the best prank.
That'd be tough. I've always wanted a teepee. Like just a classic teepee. But
I think I'm done.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. Who did I teepee? Oh, it wasn't even a house. It's Carter's truck.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't count. Yeah.
No, just to imagine getting like 3 of the huge roll facts and just covering a 2-story house. That'd be fun.
That'd be pretty fun.
Maybe a couple eggs in there to wake him up.
Hey, maybe throw a couple plastic forks in the yard.
Ooh. Sporks. Really do them in?
Forks.
Dude, that'd be devious.
Throw some forks in there. Throw some eggs in at the windows.
I wonder if anybody's ever like done. Should do that tomorrow night. Oh, again, sit. Whoa. We're not doing that tomorrow.
Let's do that. Let's do that in 2 days.
But you know what would be fun day to do? To do all that, ding dong ditch, and leave a carton of eggs like on the footsteps.
What? So they can fight back?
No, so like they run out of the house and just smash the eggs.
I don't know about that one.
It sounded cool, man.
Shane's idea.
Egging somebody would be cool.
Yeah.
That one is probably a little more mean. I feel like in toilet paper is not. You can clean that up pretty quick.
Dude, tomorrow would be the night to do it, though, because you're out with everybody else. And
I'm free.
You can hide anywhere in a crowd of people. Dude, when I was living in Farmersville, I went out one Halloween with a buddy from school, and we were like, okay, we're gonna scare some little kids. And like the first kid we scared out, like we jumped out of a bush or whatever. The parents were like, "That's not," but I'm like, dude, come on,
Dude,
your kid's got to get scared.
where do you live?
It's Halloween. Like, I know he's 3. I know I probably traumatized him, but come on.
He was the plane. Yeah, exactly. Never forget.
Hello. That's
Sus right now, dude, with the moss. You know, honestly, I was seeing that Hamas stuff. I don't know how we always get back to Hamas, but did you see the? I don't want to say riot because it looked kind of peaceful. There was a protest in
mostly peaceful protest
in London where 100,000.
I saw that.
You saw that picture, bro? That was a lot of people.
It's stupid. I mean, yeah, most of we said London.
Yeah.
So what is that? Country is that?
England.
England. Okay. Well, I know most of London is like Muslim,
Probably. I could see it.
which makes sense, but still, it's stupid. People, like you hear about that Israeli flight going into the airport, and people were like showing up at the gate, and we're like, the Jews,
Whoa.
They were like banging on, like they were like looking in the plane, like they got on the plane, were like looking. They said they were looking in like the engine. I was like, okay, Jews gonna be in an engine, but there was like no Jews. It just came from Israel. They're like, where are the Jews? And there was like a kid. They interviewed a kid. And
Wait, who was asking? Just like some social.
some Muslims.
Whoa.
They were gonna kill Jews.
How did they get in there?
I don't know. I don't know where they landed, but there was a reporter interviewing a kid, and he was like, it was in another language, but it was being translated. And he was saying something like, "It's like, so what are you doing here?" And the kid is like, "I'm to kill the Jews."
Whoa.
And he's like, "What are you gonna kill them with?" He's like, "A machine gun. I have a knife." And it was like, that. I'm like, that is just real.
Do you know how crazy it is that we can go from Kanye? We can go from Kanye saying like Hitler stuff and people freaking out about anti-Semitism.
Oh yeah,
And then one Hamas attack and everybody's fine with being
that's a really good point.
They used to be like one of the words. It was, obviously you do the N-word, you're done. Okay. And then the second thing was anti-Semite.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, if you're not anti-Semitic and you're not hating the Jews for stealing land or...
Kanye's now, he's back.
Yeah, he's making some really good points. Yeah, apparently. He said Hitler had some good idea.
Yeah. Dude, maybe he's a part of Hamas.
Maybe Kanye is just always one step ahead. But at the time...
Maybe he knew the whole time.
I don't know, dude. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe we're not stupider. Maybe we just have too much to think about. Maybe we just...
There is some truth in that. You ever think about like the news cycle nowadays?
So
it's like a day, if that.
Yeah.
A couple hours.
Oh.
Then the next thing. Then the next thing. Then the next. It's like back whenever I don't know. When news was more localized, when you had like the local paper. That's all you had.
Yeah.
All you had to worry about was the cat stuck in old granny's tree.
Imagine.
Now you've got problems from the Middle East, coming to your phone in 2 seconds ever happen.
I mean, imagine this. Not knowing about news outside of your town.
That would be crazy. There's nothing happens here.
That's insane.
I mean, I don't know.
Like if you're in the horse and buggy society and you have no idea what is not
before
happening.
Newspapers, word of mouth, dude.
That's insane.
People could just make stuff up.
Oh yeah.
What would you make up?
If you had a faster horse than somebody, you could tell lies quicker.
Yeah. You could invest in a faster horse and make up some propaganda real quick.
Yeah, before the Federal Express came around, you could spread some lie.
That's crazy.
What
would your lie be?
Oh, if I was spreading a lie?
Yeah.
An early America?
Yeah. Like, would you try to go after
There's
somebody?
gold out west. They got a lot of people.
I'll be like, nah, it's out east. It's people going east.
Could you imagine though? Like, you have no way of knowing anything, so you run across one guy on the trail to west, and he says, gold out west. Yeah. The next guy says, no, dude, definitely east. You have to make a decision for which way. It's 2,000 miles either way, and you have to make a decision. And your family's looking at you, and they're like, "Dad, we just want to eat it. How?
We just want to grow potatoes.
Yeah,
That's all we want.
Vincent comes
So there's gold out west, boy.
and they get there.
It's fool's gold. Bro, that's crazy, man.
That's the other thing I was listening. I didn't finish it, but I was listening to a podcast just talking about the Donner Party.
Who?
You know the Donner Party, like the people. I think basically what happened is in the horse and buggy times, like the 1800 something, there was this guy that was pretty wealthy, but he did some bad investments, and he said, "I'm got to get out of town because if I get out of town, I don't got to pay back my debt."
Okay.
And so he
I mean, that's how easy it was back then.
It's so crazy.
Tax evasion, just leave. Just leave town.
Yeah, the IRS can't make it out of your city.
Yeah, literally. Can't find you. Can't track it.
Now they know exactly where I'm at. Life 360 knows my location, which is
So, dude, I'll never get that app. I mean, they're tracking me anyway, but
they don't do that. So the family, he gets out of Dodge, gets out of town, and he hears about another route. There's like one route.
here's about another investment. He's like, yeah, I'm in.
Literally, there's one route to California, which I don't remember the name of it, and then
Somebody told him to go out west.
yeah, somebody literally for the gold.
Oh, okay. Where?
And then he hears about another route, and since he's running behind schedule, this other route cuts off 200 miles, which is like a big deal. It's like a month for them.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, let's do it. Let's risk it for the biscuit. But he didn't know he was over like,
Make another bad investment.
yeah. Like, so, but that's the one where, everybody ends up eating each other besides like a couple people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So they get stuck in the mountains in the icy cold. And
Yeah.
the only way they can live is by eating people.
Yeah.
But that's
How do they make the decision? Like, who's going to get eaten?
whoever died.
Oh, they were just like, I guess it's your turn.
Well,
The guy's like, whoa.
Well, whoever died, they're like, munch them.
Yeah.
Munch them, dude. Could you imagine?
They're just waiting for somebody to die.
No. And then I didn't even think about that. You know that if you die, you're getting munched. There's like 100% chance because you've munched people.
You munched, yeah.
100% chance.
Dude, wait. You think the last guy to die was like tasted like more human than the others because he's been eating human?
What did he taste like?
He tasted like,
And that's all they had. That's why they were starving, is they couldn't find any food. So the only food they had for a month or months was human.
yeah.
Concentrated human.
Yeah. 100% human.
First guy to pop an eyeball. Oh,
That was like a little appetizer.
they're starving. They're not sparing.
That was a little appetizer before the main course of that quad, dude. I'd be going for the quad first. Quad kind of sounded yummy, dude.
That was actually like one of the scariest parts in The Walking Dead was when they were eating his leg.
It was like Bob's.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
In The Walking Dead.
When it shows that it was his leg.
Why is it so? It's so like I could honestly think about it like a guy shooting the guy, but if he walks over there and munches him, way different story. It's a crazy thing. Like your instincts are like that's like as far as the totem pole goes of crazy things to do.
Eat somebody?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
Like you hear about a cannibal tribe, you're like, like even the missionaries, they hear about cannibal tribes and they're like,
I think it's crazier to eat somebody and keep them alive, like cut something up and keep them alive.
because the meat preserves.
I guess, but like, I don't know.
Ooh.
It's pretty traumatic. I don't know. I might want to taste myself. Like if I'm still alive. Like,
Yeah.
hey, can I try? Like, am I good?
At that point, you're not getting it back. So you might as well try it.
Yeah, I mean, like, do I got a little bit of muscle on me? Like, am I tender? I got a lot of
Do you
fat.
think you're-
Am I pretty fatty?
Yeah, so, because is muscle, is it tense or is it? I think fat is more like kind of not chewy.
Fat is chewy.
Yeah, but also like muscle's pretty, like that's what makes it chewy. When you got a lot of muscle in the meat and not like the best kind of meat is a good mixture.
Well, it tastes better.
But do you think? I feel like ham should maybe be too.
Like I feel like
That looks like about as good as meat you could get.
yeah, Shane's jiggling his thighs right now. They're looking pretty tasty.
You were looking at my thighs with a different kind of look.
About to grab a fork and a knife and probably have to go to town on those thighs. No, it's either the thigh or the calf. I feel like a calf would be pretty.
Oh, like half would be good.
You get to take a nice little chunk out of that, you know.
I couldn't do that. I think if I was starving,
No, I could eat myself. There's no way I would come to limiting.
even somebody, I don't know. They would just.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But if somebody caught off my leg and was eating it in front of me, I'd be like, maybe I'll try.
But here's the thing, okay? Let's just assume that we all have the same moral beliefs. There's nothing against cannibalism. I don't know.
Yes, there is.
There is?
Yes.
There is? Dang it, dude. I would have done it.
You said you wouldn't.
For sustenance? Why can't you?
Oh.
If they just
like if you're
die?
starving?
Yeah, if they just die. Like, not because you kill them, obviously. You can't kill them.
Because human is not on the same level as animal.
You can't eat them? It's against the rules?
Against the rules.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you eat a dog? Not starving situation. I would obviously eat a dog in a starving situation. Just like, you know, you go to China. And
Dude, I'd have a hard time starving situation.
here's little
I wouldn't do it, dude.
here's little Fido.
I couldn't. I don't know.
You can't eat a dog?
No, they're just too.
You need a human.
Yeah, okay, you know why I wouldn't eat the dogs is because they look the worst tied up. Have you seen the videos of them tied up?
Yeah.
When they do their legs together.
I used to cry at those videos.
Yeah, it's so
on
sad.
TV. Yeah.
Oh, because they put all four legs together and they think dogs can't even move and they're just howling. Oh, it's sad. Josh is
I'm about to cry right now.
That's why not because like
I'd eat a dog.
like if I didn't know how they.
I'm just gonna put on the record. I'll eat a dog. No, I don't think you should eat a dog, but
Why not?
that's what they're made for.
Do you think that?
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Do you think Adam and Eve only had wolves, or do you think we had some dog?
No, I think dogs, same as cat, like, you know, a house cat or a house dog.
I don't know. I don't know how cats started.
Well, obviously it started with, like, you know, the tiger, the leopard, the big cats.
Do you think
I think wolves, this is what they had. They didn't have like a Shih Tzu or like a Chihuahua. Those are all.
So you think
Breath.
from now until from Adam and Eve till now, it started wolf.
Yeah, started as some kind of wolf or like a. Am I thinking of what's that wild dog? What's it called? There's another type of wild dog. I think it's only in like Australia or something.
Oh, a dingo?
Yeah, a dingo. So like had dogs like that, and then you just slowly breed them over time to just become this.
That's
poodle.
That's insane that they become the small ones.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's just selective breeding.
Or that you could make a wolf into a pug.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dude, it's literally Pokemon. You're literally playing with Pokemon.
But only devolving.
Yeah, you start with the max evolution and you just go down to pug. Ugh.
So what do you think the first cat was?
Probably, you know, like a tiger or leopard.
Oh, I think it was mid-grade. I think Puma, and then it got crazy.
You're wrong. You can't.
You don't know I'm wrong?
Yeah, her.
How?
Because my house.
And that's my rules.
Where's my house?
My cats.
No, I think it was like what tiger. Tiger's what the most cat of all big cats.
It does kind of look like a cat.
It is a cat. What are you talking
But maybe like a house cat.
Oh yeah, like Garfield.
Lions don't look like cats. They look more.
What about those?
They look more like hippos.
Okay,
Their face
you
kind of.
gotta go to bed.
It's got the
You gotta go to bed.
No,
bro.
think about
I don't know what you're talking about.
think about a tiger face has that like a triangle head.
Dude, have you seen am I gonna have to pull up a lion's head for you?
Yeah, look up tiger head.
Lion's head versus tiger head.
One looks way more house cat like.
Dude, they both look like cats, dude.
Obviously, they look like cats, but one looks more.
Those look exactly the same.
But look at how much bigger the thick of his head is. Look, hippo. It knows.
It's hippo and rhino.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
this one looks more house cat.
I don't know about that comparison. Yo, you can compare anything on here? Hold up.
Oh, compare penguins.
To a dingo.
That's a good one, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
No pictures for real?
Free roaming dog mainly found on the continent of Australia. It is subspecies of a gray wolf. So it's a subspecies. So it probably just started with a wolf.
Oh, speaking of Australia, guess the other history thing I learned. Did you know that Australia, whenever they just started kind of becoming a country, look this up. Look up Emu War.
Emu?
They, they had a straight up war against emus because there were so many of them. They had to start killing them. But there was battles that they lost. They lost what? Look at how many of them are.
I mean, the Emu War, also known as the Great Emu War, was a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia over the latter part of 1932 to address the public concern over the number of emus said to be destroying crops. They lost?
Look at this guy. He's straight up gangster holding.
Hold on. So the emus were like killing people?
Yeah, because they can
There's
kick
no
you. They kick you
way.
one time with those.
First attempt, second attempt? What? The mid-travel chambers, but he was recited as the birds around a range of the guns, local hunters heard the emus in the ambush, so they attempted to herd the emus into an ambush, but the birds split into small groups and ran so that they were difficult to target.
The next.
So they didn't fight back. It was more like they were just out of range of the guns.
Yeah, but still, they got outsmarted by birds.
Birds are smart.
I mean, this is but it was a legit military operation. 2,500 rounds in this one.
200 to 500. Wait. Oh. Yeah. The number of birds killed is uncertain.
50 birds for 2,500 rounds is not good.
But it said that other accounts range from 200 to 500 emus dead.
Okay, that's still not good odds. 200 for 2,500 rounds.
Dude, think about trying to shoot a bird, though. Like a big bird like that. I mean, what were they shooting him with, did it say? Shotgun?
I don't know. Was there any casualties?
I don't think so.
Look up if there's casualties.
Oh, the second
Please.
attempt.
Please let there be one casualty.
Acting in the request, either killed, aftermath, legacy, a musical.
The Emu War, musical war. Playwright by Simeon Alan Billow.
I don't think there's anybody died of that. 986 emus killed, 2,500 emus wounded. Minimal impact on the overall emu population.
They didn't even win.
They didn't even win, dude. What? That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny.
What year was it?
Love this.
From 1932. Dude, they literally
1 month,
won
1
a
week.
world war and lost to emus.
No, they didn't.
The first World War was in 1925.
Australia.
Yeah, they were in it. That's why it was
Were
a
they?
World War. I'm pretty sure they were in it.
Dude. Birds.
I think they were allies. Look up, was Australia allies in First World War? Dang, you spelled Australia the first try? Let's go.
I spelled war wrong.
Australia's involvement with First World War began with Britain and Germany and went to war in August 1914.
1914? So wait.
So I think Australia was still probably a part of like the British.
So they won against Germany
Yes.
and emus. That is so funny, bro. I love it. I love that
I
fact.
don't know. Maybe that's the end of this. Is the first.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are in your life. You could still lose a war to birds.
Birds is tough. Stretch to those emus, bro. Australians, they can't shoot.
That's
all I got out of this.
You know they can legit, like that one talon, they swipe your stomach.
Oh,
You're
dude,
disemboweled. One kick.
yeah,
You're done, dude.
for sure.
I mean,
Yeah. They would be used shotguns. No way.
look up emu victim and see if one comes up.
Ew.
You think one will come
Last search right here.
Victim.
Victim.
safe together? No, the images. Oh, I'm so scared, dude. I want to see a disemboweling.
I don't even know if they're that hostile.
We might have to go to the dark web.
All right, Reddit.
Oh, I bet it is. Oh, I'm so scared.
Dude, they look scary too. Whoa, look at that egg.
Oh, yeah, they got nice eggs. Big pearlescent eggs. Casualty? Maybe emu disembowels somebody.
Alan. Oh, dude, those things would kill you.
That
looks like a dinosaur.
That literally looks like a velociraptor.
Yes, I was gonna say. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh.
All right, this is so boring for the audio listener. Everybody.
I'm sorry. So we're working on visual aids. Okay.
Probably not coming.
To help you guys out, if you go to the YouTube channel that you can watch the videos on now, we'll put a picture of some kind of bird. So go see that picture there.
I don't know if we'll promise that one, but
Try our best.
yeah. All right, we should probably wrap it up.
All right. Honkies. Honk out.
Honky out.
We don't know what our action is.